I started my animation education under San Jose State University that I've started attending in 2007 and joined the program starting from that year. We have a program that are set up for students to follow, and
They've
that's
got
how
a
it
big,
started.
pretty big animation
Yeah, it
program,
is.
don't
It's
they?
getting
Yeah.
bigger. When I first started, there was only 200 to 300 students. Now it's like 550 students to 600. So it's getting huge.
Yeah.
But the problem was that I was more familiar with the illustration background, and I did mostly the background, and animation, specifically stop motion, wasn't really being taught in San Jose State. So it was actually one of the very first stop motion film that we students did from San Jose State University. And for films, specifically for Couch and Potato, I was mainly did the whole background and set designs, and then the other Chris was doing all the animation. So it was 2-person project for a year and a half about duration. Stop motion is very, very complicated and tedious because it's like a heads-on animation where you don't plan out what your action is going to be like. So you take a picture in one pose and you just keep taking a picture as they go. So if you mess up in a process, there's no go back button, or there's no way you can go back to exactly the setup. So it's easier to sometimes white up all the scene first and then start from the beginning for that scene. So yeah, we had the problem of our our animation was because everything was done originally from our plan. So we didn't have any knowledge of how the armature works or anything, the clay animation whatsoever. So we built the armature ourselves from the help of professionals and other people that we know. But then in the middle of the shooting, the arm might come down because we folded so many times. In the middle of the set, it will just arm just it's gone. Then we just then we just wipe out entire scene and go back and fix the armature for a couple hours and reshoot from the very beginning of the scene. Total, I think we had over 130 scenes or so. And we kind of had a rough idea. Let's make a film on stop motion on this idea. And then we kind of started head out, sketch the idea and come out with the character. And then we stopped for a while. And then we went to school. And then after school we did time to time. But it was hard to measure exactly time. But I think roughly, without all the break, I think it took about a year for us to finish it off, from basic sketch to the final animation and editing and all. Our goal of this film was try to portray this, in a way, unappealing character, or it is assumed to be couch potatoes. So somewhat negative connotation from the culture. But we wanted to make sure by showing these two charming characters having their own life. If you really look at and pay attention to their life and their setup for lifestyle, they're an intelligent couple who has a job and who has a companion and who lives their life in their own style and who has culture, who has built their own world. And by showing that it is okay to live like that and it is okay to be different, and I'm not going to say too much about the film, but we just wanted to make sure that maybe this film will give a chance to have a second thought on those presumptions of people on their lifestyle and choices.